I had to start investing again in 2025 with only $30 a week, I would do things completely different. Because when I first started, I made probably every mistake that you could think of. I was chasing high yields, copying other YouTubers, and ignoring my financial situation completely. And honestly, some of those mistakes still follow me to this day. So in this video, I'll break down exactly what I would do differently if I built a portfolio from $0 with just $30 every single week, and how that could have avoided years of frustration. Before anything else, choosing stocks, worrying about dividends, figure out exactly how much you can afford to invest consistently. If I were starting over, this would be my rule. Only invest what you can set aside for years without needing it. Back when I started, I was just thinking, how can I make money as fast as possible? I didn't think about my credit card debt, I didn't think about emergencies, and I didn't think about whether I could deposit consistently or not. And because of that, I was really inconsistent. One month I'd invest $100, the next month maybe 20 or 10, and the next month maybe nothing at all. So if I started today, I would create and go by a very simple order. First, I'd pay off my high interest debt like credit cards. I'd build a 3 to 6 months worth of an emergency savings, preferably in a high yield savings account. And then from there, I would decide on what I can budget weekly into a portfolio. For me, at this point, that ended up being $30 every single week because I'm still paying off certain things like student loans and credit card debt. For you, as somebody being new, you might be a little bit higher, you might be a little bit lower. But towards the end, you'll realize it's not necessarily about the amount, it's about being consistent. This is my favorite advice for beginners, and honestly, it would have saved me thousands and many hours of time. Invest in your lifestyle. Or basically, invest in what you already know. When I finally started looking around, I realized a lot of the companies that I use a lot, or I saw other people using, like a Walmart, an Apple, a Starbucks, or McDonald's, were also some of the biggest long-term winners in history. Investing in what you know does 3 things. You learn investing naturally because you start to become curious about the metrics behind the stocks. You stay invested even when things drop because you know at the end of the day firsthand why the company does so well for the long term. And you stop chasing random stocks that you don't understand. When I didn't do this, I made some of the worst decisions I could. I bought companies I never invest in again. I chased stocks based on YouTube hype. I didn't understand anything about the business, and I got burnt, sold at a loss, and then just repeated the same mistakes. If I started over in 2025, I would probably spend the first few months investing in companies that I know, use, and see every week. When I first started, I was really obsessed with one thing: monthly passive income, even though I was extremely broke. Naturally, I chased high yielding dividend stocks and ETFs, and here were some of the problems with that. Dividends weren't sustainable, the share price kept dropping, my total return was negative, I ignored things like dividend growth, and I didn't understand free cash flow, payout ratios, or other fundamentals. If I had to start over in 2025, I would use one rule, and that's the 2-engine test. Each stock I invest into must have 2 things, or 2 engines: long-term share price growth and long-term dividend growth. If they only have one thing and not the other, then the whole vehicle won't move, so I don't invest into it. Once I started following this, my entire portfolio completely changed. Because of that, today my portfolio has made over 60% all-time in unrealized profit, and I hit my all-time high of about $20,000. With my low budget, this probably wouldn't have happened if I stuck with high-yielding positions. But at the same time, investing in high-yielding positions, if done the right way, isn't evil. I still keep about 10 to 12% of my portfolio in high yield dividend positions. That's companies like Realty Income, Main Street Capital, and even QYOD, even though that's a position I actually just recently sold. The only difference is I now understand their purpose. Positions like these are strictly for income, not for growth. Even though Realty Income and Main Street Capital I believe in, but that's another story for another day. If I was starting over this year, I would allow my portfolio to have a little segment of high yield positions, just not the entire thing like I actually did when I started. One thing I didn't understand early on is how extremely important balance is when it comes to the sectors you're investing in. If I started over in 2025, I'd build my foundation off 2 pillars. One is high growth positions. Stocks like Apple, Nvidia, and Broadcom give long-term upside and help small portfolios grow a lot faster despite the volatility. But with that, the other pillar is your defensive stocks. Companies like Coca-Cola, Realty Income, Home Depot and Williams-Sonoma will keep your portfolio fairly stable when tech drops. When you combine growth and defense, you get consistent long-term progress, even with a small budget. If there's one thing out of everything I've said that I've learned by investing over the past 6 years, it's this: you don't need a lot of money to build wealth. With just $30 a week, my portfolio is up over 60%. I crossed $20,000 for the first time. I'm on track for over $380 this year in annual dividends. And it's not because I invested a lot. It's because I invested consistently, I learned from my mistakes, and I put more of my focus on long-term quality stocks and not just quick income. And if I started over today, I would do all of that again, but much sooner. But if you guys are interested to see how my portfolio performed for October, make sure you check out this video. I break down how it did with profits or losses, how I did with dividends, what I bought, sold, etc. So if you're interested, make sure you check this out. I appreciate you guys watching this video, and until next time, as always, take care.